you're all doing it. If you're the owner of the company, you've got this little, it's not an angel devil kind of, I don't know what it is, but you got your entrepreneur and you got your operation brain sitting on either side. You're sitting in front of a big prospect with big opportunity, big MRR, big project, and the entrepreneur in you is excited because you're like, this is money, this is MRR, this is growth, this is good. And the operations side of you is going, oh shit, because I gotta do the work, right? Don't tell me you're not sitting there having this little like moment, right? Now, if you are operations, you're going to you might not do everything you need to do to get that sale because you're a little bit scared of it. You're a little afraid of quoting that bid. And believe it or not, prospects pick up on fear and uncertainty. Like a dog smells fear, prospects pick up on that, and they don't understand that you're just kind of anxious about, can I do the work? They just sense an unease. And they go, I don't know, I don't feel right with this guy. All sales are made on emotional, how they feel about you, how they feel about the opportunity. So the entrepreneur enjoys sales and marketing. They like talking to customers, and the operations tolerates or resents it. When we bring people into rapid implementation, I have to stand over grown men to make them send an email to their customer to sit down and have a conversation with their customer. They're literally scared to even talk to their customers. So entrepreneurs love it. And look, I'm a big introvert. Now, everyone don't think introvert means don't like people. At the end of this event, I will crash and burn because I'm best if I am in a room by myself. That's how I charge my batteries. Extroverts, they love being around people. I love being around. I love all of you. Don't get me wrong. Don't misunderstand that. But don't think you have to be an extrovert. It's just about whether or not, do I enjoy selling marketing? Yes, I do, because I enjoy people. I understand hearing their stories. I love hearing their challenges. So I love it, but operations don't tend to. Entrepreneurs want to go fast. They want to grow today. They're looking at their sales. They're looking at how many appointments. They're looking at MRR. Where are we growing 20%? And operations like to go really, really slow because it's safe and it's comfortable. And entrepreneurs love innovation, and operations focuses on what everyone else is doing. Let's look around at what everyone else, because that's safe. Let's model what everyone else does. But see, you don't get innovation that way. Then you end up with what? So everybody, when you start managed services, what happens? You go look around and you say, well, what are you putting in your managed services agreement? And what do you offer? Can I see your contract? Can I see what you're including? And then you kind of cobble together something that's a little bit of theirs and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then what do you end up with? Applebee's. I'll never get an endorsement from them, screw them, right? But now it's the middle, it's just another place. It's another restaurant. Right? You get middle of the road because there's no innovation. It's just, let's do what everyone else is doing. And the entrepreneur finds reasons. We got to figure out how to make it work. And we're not going to stop until I figure out how to make it work. When I first hired my first SDR, sales development rep, appointment setter, it worked okay, not great. And then I hired a second one, and they worked out a little better, but not great. Then I thought, well, I've learned you hire two because one of them is definitely going to go lame, right? So I hired two, so you train two, knowing that one of them is going to go lame, and they worked out okay. Now today I've got 8 plus a manager, but I didn't get there overnight by saying, well, this didn't work. Well, this was crap. I said, you know what? As soon as that one didn't work out, I'm hiring the next one. This one's not working out, I'm hiring the next one. I'm running ads. We're running ads right now. We don't even have a position, because we're always recruiting for salespeople, because you never know when that rock star is going to come along. So I've learned that you've got to find, let's figure this out instead of what is everyone else is doing. And what I find is the operations is always, this is why this won't work. This is why this can't work. This is the barrier. It's like, now again, I'm not saying operations is bad. You need a good operations person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you're all operations and no entrepreneur, that's why a lot of your mindset is what's causing you not to execute. Because we all make decisions based on how we feel about things. And marketing and selling feels scary. It feels like ick to some of you, believe it or not. I know. When the number one complaint I have from my company, if you look online, the number one complaint is we sell too much. Right? That's the number one complaint. And that's, okay, that's fine. But that reveals more about them than it does me. My good customers, you should see it. When I go to events, my Producers Club members, they all sit in the front row and they're like taking notes because they know I'm going to sell. They want to learn. They're paying attention. They're not offended by it. They're like, I want to learn. This is great. I want to see a great sales pitch, right? So it's all about mindset. So if you look at our industry, 79% of all MSPs are under $1 million in revenue. 79% under $1 million. Text with helpers. 51% of them are generating less than $500,000 in sales, even though they've been in business for an average of 10 years. I have very extensive data because we do surveys through MSP Success. We are very good at database marketing, CRM. I have a lot of data on this information. I'm very, very confident in this. Almost all of them make less than $150,000 a year, and 53% make less than $70,000 a year. And think about it, they're taking all the risk, all the work, all the hardship of running a business, and they could all go work somewhere else and get double that pay, especially right now. Right? Now, I'm not saying that you should do that. Well, maybe you should. I mean, that's not everybody. Look, not everybody's cut out to be an entrepreneur. It doesn't make you a bad person. My husband could never be an entrepreneur. He's just not wired that way. He's not a bad person. But if anyone's going to be an entrepreneur out of the two of us, it's going to be me. I'm more wired that way. It doesn't make him stupid. It doesn't make him lazy. It just means some people aren't cut out to be an entrepreneur. It's as simple as that. And this is what happens. And so my advice is, if you are going to take all the risk and work and hardship of running a business, don't half-ass it. Like, don't sort of do it because you could make more money. Just go work for someone else, right? If you're going to go for it, go for it.